Hi, Russell Mark here from Go Shooting. Today's topic is pitch. Now, pitch is basically the angle that this recoil pad will sit on my shoulder. If it's not correct, the consequences can be serious, particularly if you're relying on a quick, spontaneous second shot. As we've discussed previously, pitch is determined by the length of measurement from your trigger to the heel of the stock and again to the toe of your stock. It can be measured by the angle that the barrel is laying off center, or just find a nice straight door frame like this, put the gun up tight against it so it can't move, and then just measure the distance from the door frame until the end of the barrel. Today specifically we're talking about a lack of pitch in your shotgun and the consequences you may face if that's the issue. Now, a lack of pitch in your stock will cause the bottom of the recoil pad to sit with more pressure against your shoulder muscle than the top of the recoil pad. This will often leave a telltale red mark or even a bruise. A common sign for lack of pitch is what we call muzzle flip.
Here's an example of a gun with a lot of muzzle flip that may be caused from a lack of pitch.
So if you're relying on a spontaneous, quick second shot, this upward movement will cause you a world of hurt. The recoil, when you pull the trigger, will often take your eye off the center of the barrel, therefore your follow-up shot is very inaccurate. If you're suffering from a poor second barrel resulting from a lack of pitch, don't stress, it's pretty easy to fix. This is what's called a pitched spacer. This one is for adding pitch. It's wider at the top and tapers to a thin bottom edge. It's added between your stock and the recoil pad, and by adding this spacer it will change the angle that your stock sits on your shoulder. Here you can see by just simply adding that spacer how much I've increased the pitch on this gun. So what we're doing by adding that pitch spacer is changing the pressure point on my shoulder. It was too much on the bottom, that's why the gun recoiled up. So now this spacer will change it to hopefully being equal. Not too much at the top, not too much at the bottom, the Goldilocks effect. So when the gun recoils, it's just right. That way it will keep my eye down the center of the barrel and will increase my second barrel accuracy.
An easy check for pitch is just to shoot at an object way on the horizon and then just observe the amount of muzzle jump you have.
You can make pitch spacers in no time at all. All you need is some balsa wood, model aeroplane wood, cut them up into blocks, get a template, put the desired size that you want, grind it up with an angle grinder or even some sandpaper. If you have a gun where the barrel is recoiling downwards and therefore off your face, you may very well have too much pitch. If that's the case, you simply make a spacer that is thicker at the bottom and thin at the top. It will then have the opposite effect of distributing the pressure on your shoulder. I trust this advice helps. As always, we look forward to seeing you at a Go Shooting range really soon.